Yo, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Thanks for checking us out, the live beat making Saturday show. Do this every week, you know how we get down. Once again, it's Knock Rio coming out of Copacabana. I'd like to say hello to my people there on Instagram, my people on TikTok. This is just a recording right now. How you doing over there? It's supposed to be my YouTube, but I can't stream now to YouTube. I don't know what it is. I was using the OBS plugin. Go ahead and turn this off because I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I was using the OBS plugin or the OBS software to stream out, and I was trying to stream to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time, and that became like a real problem for us. So it kept crashing, and now it's crashing every time I open it, even though I removed the plugin from it, and it's just a big mess. So we're gonna get in and make a beat today. You know how we get down. It's a rainy day here in Copacabana, so that's probably going to be reflected in my production, just the way that I feel right now. So let's jump in here and do it. If you haven't checked out the Baby I'm a Star Records radio show, check that out on the YouTube channel as well. Same YouTube channel here, Knock Real Beats, Baby I'm a Star Records, same YouTube channel. Check that out. That's getting some really good reviews. We play music from independent artists. Hip hop and R&B artists. We're playing, some of the best music that I can find on Tidal and Spotify, adding that to the Diamond List playlist. From the Diamond List playlist, it gets played on the show. So I'm really prioritizing, us. So I'm just trying to look for a way to make sure that artists get heard. If you're making songs and no one's hearing your songs and you know that it's great, send it to me. Send me your Spotify link, send me your Tidal link, and we'll try to see what we can get onto the playlist if it fits. One thing that I've been noticing when I've been on and looking at stuff, yesterday I spent a lot of time looking for new music, new artists, and I noticed that we're not mastering our music. So you need to have a decent sounding master to get your volume up to a certain level where it's kind of on par with everyone else. Some people are over pushing their tracks or whatever. The bass, is just super loud or whatever. So we got to achieve more balance in our mixes. And I think the show is good for that because you can kind of hear what your mix sounds like next to someone else's. And if we're blending, your song into someone else's, what does your song sound like compared to theirs? I think that's really important. So I think the show is good for that. But at the same time, it's good for showing us what we can do better. So what I can say is just, let's try to master our tracks. If you don't, if you're not sure what to do with your track to master it, try to get it to be a little bit louder and all that type of stuff. Send it to me. I can probably do that for you. I probably won't do it for free. Probably be a small fee or whatever, because it's not that tough a process that I do. But there'll probably be a small fee for that. That helps me, that helps you, and we can get you on the playlist and all that type of stuff. So mastering the track, I guess that's the lesson for today. I'm not going to keep going on. We're going to get in and make a beat. I already found a sound that I want to use. It's out of, let's see here, out of Arcade. The plugin is Particles. Let me go ahead and do this really quickly here. Let me shoot that over there so that maybe you guys will be able to see that on the screen later. But it's out of Particles, and we're gonna tweak it. The sound is called Stereoscope. So we're gonna work with this line and just see what we get. It's a little darker feel, so that's how I feel today. It's a little dark. so let's see what we got here. I'm gonna turn this back just a little bit. What I've got is this. Tweak that too. We're going to tweak it with some of the knobs here in the particle line. So let's see what we got here. I think I already put my counting in there. Okay, this is a little long, right? For kind of where we are here. Let's see. Yeah, it's way more bars than I thought. All right, so that didn't work with our tempo the way that I thought it would. So since it's longer, what we're gonna do is we're gonna slow it down. Let's drop this down to about 96 and just see what we get. Faster than that because I want this coming in here. Maybe it should be a lot faster than what I think. No, that's not going to work. The way that I want to play it is not going to work for the tempo that we have. So we'll figure out a different way to play it. We'll figure out something different. Let's see. That's what we're looking for. Let's drop it back down to like 120 because it's really fast right now and just see what we got. Let's see if we can take that, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna we quantized it, but let's go ahead and loop it. Start to play with some of this. It's got a lot of that. That phase crush was adding a lot of noise in the background. I'll turn it up so you can hear what that sounds like. It's like adding a phase to it, but it's also adding white noise. I'm gonna drop this scatter down a little bit. The billow and the mellow, we're gonna drop that down just a little bit too. It's just a little bit cleaner. Then you can kind of hear it moving back and forth in the speakers just a little bit too, just the way they've got it panned. That's kind of cool. Okay, so let's do this really quickly. Let's go ahead and save it. We're gonna go ahead and go to our file. We're gonna do a save as so that we don't have to go back and do this all over again. Let's go to Trapper 56, we'll call it. Because we're just counting up for whatever reason. I just never stopped. 56 tracks in, I haven't stopped yet. So we might as well keep going. All right, so let's go ahead and hit our tracks, because that's typically where I like to kind of get my drums from. Let's just see if we can get something that sounds kind of cool from there. I may want to do this too. I'm going to add in another arcade. And I'm probably going to go to the trash drums in arcade and see if I've got something in there that's cool too. So before we even go to Trax, let me go to trash drums. Because that might give us a different feel. Here, let you guys see that on the screen. Let's go to our lines. It's going to be somewhere down here on the bottom. There's drum sesh, that's virtuoso. Trash drums here. A lot of times there's some different sounding stuff in there. That's nice. Because it's kind of almost got a double. It's almost like doubled, and then it's got the thing on the end. Probably won't use the thing on the end too much, but I will let it hang out just a little bit. And there's two of them. There's a couple of them. I think we were in E minor, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. We can pick the sound according to what we like, but it might be good to be in the right. I really like that. It's almost like slapping in a certain way that sounds actually pretty good. I think the first one needs to be a little bit lower, so we'll turn that down in MIDI. We can put them on the same channel because it probably will work out fine on the same channel. So let's see if I can get my mouse to go to the right screen here. Slower than I thought, right? A lot slower than I thought, but anyway, we'll play it like this and see what it's not going to work. Let's quantize it to an 1/8 instead of a 16th. It's more like what we did, and it should be on top. We're going to take these two up top here. Trax and see what we get. You know, I don't like to start with kit 1. I'll start at kit 50 and we'll work our way down instead of up. Sounds like something is off, so whatever it is, we'll fix it. Let's see, let's just play these together. See if it... Okay, it's not... I guess when I quantized it, it worked out. Save that really quickly. Save. And let's go, maybe let's go back into, we'll go into Trax again and we'll find some hi-hats and stuff like that. I think arcade is going to be a little bit tough when it comes to, oh, maybe that was it. Maybe arcade is going to be a little bit tougher on the CPU. So maybe we look for something else in Trax because I think it's less CPU intensive. That's part of the job as a producer too. You got to know what your equipment can do and what it can't do. What I want here. Here. Let's see what's going on here. Looking for something more in the hi-hat area. More traditional hi-hat maybe. Alright, and we can let that hi-hat breathe a little bit and just leaving space here and there. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's quantize that. I'm probably going to quantize it to a 16 because I think an 8 is going to be too rigid. So let's add maybe something else in arcade. I like arcade because it's very simple to use. It's very quick and effective for something like this if I'm doing a live stream. If you're in a studio session with an artist and you know they don't have a beat or whatever, or something, you know, they want you to make a beat or something like that, I think Arcade is a great place to go to, because you can whip something up pretty good. It's going to sound good. You know that the tempos are going to match. You can, you know, work with the keys, everything, the keys are going to match and all that stuff. So it kind of just puts you in a position to win in that situation if you just kind of get dropped into a situation where you've got to make a track on the spot. Gives you the ability to actually do that. And not, you know, fiddle around with trying to figure out sounds and all that stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that you can make your own sounds, but when you're under the gun, you're under the time gun, you got to be able to perform and come up with something pretty quickly, because that can mean the check or no check, you know what I mean? Or the credit on somebody's project. You got to be able to kind of perform it pretty quickly. There's some cool stuff in his brainwaves, I don't know. Drum. That's very cool though. I like the melody. I don't necessarily like the drum. Let's do this. I'm going to go into the EQ and see if maybe we can take that out. Just make sure we're on the right channel here. Let's see here. Hope you can see that. Just kind of going into the EQ. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put on a high pass filter, see if we can filter that out. It's definitely still thumping in there. Why is that the only thing I hear? Where's this coming from? Oh, okay. I'm like, why am I hearing this drum? It's actually playing up here from this this arcade up here. I'm like, why is there a drum in there? Okay, now it makes a lot of sense. I'm like, this is making no sense. Why am I putting the high pass on it? It's not taking the drum out. Still cut a little bit out. in arcade, you can play the white keys as your sample, and your black keys can modify and alter the sample. So even though it's a small piece and it's one piece, you can kind of change it into different types of melodies and things if you want, and make it do different things so that it's not just the same sample all the time. So we're gonna put that in and figure out what it is that we want for this to do. I don't know what it is, but this camera always likes to cut off on me. See if we can quantize that, see if it falls in place. If not, we play it again. Trying to get it to be just ease back just a little I like those two together. It's probably not going to be that loud. You probably can EQ this a little bit just to kind of get it to where you want it to be. Oh, that was nice. Just a little bit of shaping on the sound can change like totally what it sounds like. Take some of the verb and the echo out. Then you can adjust it just a little bit. Another thing, if in like Cakewalk, you can use automation to control these knobs too. Typically, you can go into your automation, find this parameter. So if you want it actually moving or something like that, you can actually control that as well through your automation. So that gives you ability to take the sample and make it kind of your own as well. Kind of like where we are, like where this mixes together. So the drums are not quite where I want them to be right now. Maybe we take what we, why is this just appearing out of anywhere? Okay, so we got that done. We need some more stuff in there. I think, I think there's more things that we can put in there. Let's go into our battery 4. And see if we've got more stuff that we can put in the drums. I don't know why this keeps popping up here. That's interesting. don't know if I've got a RAM problem or what, but ever since that incident with the OBS, things have not been working quite right. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's time for upgrades and stuff. All right, let's go in here. Let's go in battery. We're just gonna pick some random stuff and just see if we can find some kind of pattern or something that works really nice. Let's turn this on. Okay, that's probably not what we're gonna use. Let's go here. Let's go to Skyline. Interesting stuff in there. Battery's interesting because it's not just drums, they've got lots of stuff in there, so it can be a lot of fun to work with. I like it. Oh, that's nice. I don't like the way any of that sounds horrible to me. That's kind of nice though. Okay, cool. I think this can layer on top. Yeah, that'll give that that other snare a little bit of room to kind of do its thing or whatever. We can turn that down probably. Maybe pan it off a little bit to give it a little bit of separation from the main snare, and maybe make this something more like the main snare, because there's just so much more meat to it. Okay, let's duplicate this channel, and then we're going to go back into battery. And we're going to use a different kit. I like to mix and match kits. You know, I don't have to stay in the same kit. It's nice loop. Let's see if we can find something with like a lot of stuff in it. Let's see. This over so you can see what that looks like, because you see this one, it's got what 4 times 4, maybe 16 sounds in it, but there's some of them like this one that's got like a ton of sounds in it. Well, it sounds very metallic to me, very, you know, not so pleasing to the ear for hip hop or for R&B. Let's see. I'm gonna look for something like that, but that sounds a little bit better. I don't know what it is. It just sounds like they have this flange on them. I have something with some nice toms. Let's see. We're gonna add it even without the melody and just see what it sounds like. Maybe we add an 808 on top of it. Maybe it works. Tom did something totally different to the beat. It just made it, yeah, just gave it a totally different feel, right? Maybe let's go with an 808. I'm gonna go into X8, see if we get something 808 wise that works. Let's go here. We want a color. We want to go here. We want to pull up our X8, which is gonna load here. We got to do a lot with the 808 because we got that tom that sounds real nice or whatever. We just want to kind of complement that. So we're just going to find out what the note is. You can always play anything and it works, right? You can always play anything and it works in there. Just it's just a vibe, really. So let's go do that. Let's drop that real quick. I think I played the wrong note first. too much, but we'll see what happens. Let's save it real quick, and then we'll play it and just see what we got here. Okay. Sounds now. Let's just go through the sounds and see if we get something that sounds better than this second kit. That's not terrible. Really depends on what the flavor is that you want. You want a little more aggressive. This one's a little more smooth to me. Notice how that one's got this short, the short decay on it. Just doesn't sustain a lot. Shaker. Smooth, but it's got that really low bottom in there. That 13 was missing something up top. Almost like our bass line, so we gotta have something up top. We can't use all bottom on it, even though that sounds really nice. Here, play with the high a little bit. That'll sound nice in the car. It's got almost like the kick in it too at the same time. So that's why we got a little bit of static in there, but I think it's going to work out. Still need something up top, maybe like something piano-wise or something at on top. Maybe guitar, maybe electric guitar-wise, something up top. It's got that. That's got. It almost lends itself to electric guitar. So. And I guess what you could do, and what we may do on this, is take this X8 808 and duplicate it. So then maybe during the verses, you've got this one playing, and then during the chorus, you want it to kind of get a little bit larger. So then maybe we can find an 808, maybe that second one or the third one that we had, and use that for the chorus. And so it changes the 808 a little bit, and it changes the sound in the chorus and keeps the song a little bit, keeps it moving a little bit for the listener, and gives the artist maybe a different idea for the hook, or maybe cause the artist to want to kind of expand a little bit on the hook vocally. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I think somebody could sing over the top of it, maybe a singing hook. I love singing hooks, that's my thing. Yeah, but I think we've got something kind of going on here. Let me insert something real quick. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's see, because we're already kind of pushing it just a little bit. Where can we go here? What's fun? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if we can get complete control to open. And maybe we get something in complete control that can kind of maybe go on top. I don't know if I'll be able to sneak the guitar in there because we're using a lot of CPU right now. We don't have a lot of time. We only have about 10 minutes left, 12 minutes left. So I'm not gonna, well, maybe I can do this. Let me see. Let me try to freeze a couple of these tracks. If I freeze a couple of tracks, maybe that gives us some CPU and then we can play on top. Let's see if we can get that done. So I'm hitting a little freeze button here. You'll be able to see that on the YouTube. If you can't see that from TikTok or IG, you're gonna be able to see that. And what it does, it just creates the, takes the MIDI track, turns it into audio. So then we're not hitting the CPU for the MIDI track and for the MIDI instrument. And it's something that we can undo. I explained that, I think, on our last show, which should be dropping today. This show will drop next week on YouTube. But yeah, we can freeze the tracks, and when you freeze them, that frees up CPU for you. So that's a feature in Cakewalk software that I really like. I don't know if the others have that, maybe a bounce feature or something. You can check your DAW, see if you've got a bounce feature or something in there that helps you to conserve CPU. So yeah, so just doing the drums right now just to see if maybe that helps us, conserve a little bit of CPU so that maybe we can actually get maybe the guitar. Someone on my Twitter was saying that they wanted more guitar tracks too. So who knows? If we don't get anything inside of Complete Control, we can always get somebody to come in and play guitar. I do have an electric guitar over there. I don't play, so it would be horrible for me to do it, but I could probably find someone pretty simply here in Rio to come in and play it. Play something over the top of it or whatever, or maybe I'll string the track out, they can play whatever on top of it, we chop it up, we use it, and it works. So don't be afraid to do that too. Maybe you're not skilled enough to play everything that you want to play, but don't forget there are musicians in the world who this is what they do. So don't forget to include them and utilize their skills. Pay them a little money because musicians got to get paid. Pay them some money to come in and work on your track. You'll probably never stop doing that once you do that, because it's just going to sound so musical. It's going to sound so good. You're just going to kind of want to keep doing that. So utilize that too. Like, I'm here to advocate for musicians, for producers and other people that you're bringing in. Help everybody eat, because if you're going to eat and you're going to be selling beats and stuff like that, you want your beats to sound good or whatever, help them eat too, because they're going to make you sound good and they're going to bring you business. All right, so let's go in here to Complete Control. Let's see if that opens for us, and I'll put that on the screen over here. Let's go for something guitar wise. I have an electric guitar. Let's go into Electric Mint and see what we got. Let's see if this opens for us. It gives us a shot at creating something. Who knows? Haven't used Complete Control in a long time. Typically on the show I'm using Arcade because it's so much faster to use, but Complete Control was really one of my go-tos before I really started messing with Arcade a lot. I'd have 4 or 5 Complete Control tracks on every track that I'm working on. So I like Complete Control too. I wish Native Instruments would kind of upgrade the, you know, the look of it a little bit. I wish they would upgrade maybe the way that it kind of functions a little bit. That and what's the other one? The Contact 7 or whatever. I've got that, but I never use it. I never use it just because the interface is just, it's not the greatest interface to kind of work with. So it looks like we're just spinning here a little bit for our complete control. So we may get something, we may not. If I get something after the show is done or whatever, I'll put it on there or whatever. Typically, I take the track that we've created and I put like a snippet of it at the end of the video, so that you can hear kind of what I've done if I come up with an idea, but we just didn't have time on the show. Maybe today we get that, maybe not, but looks like we're just spinning. So this is our problem. When I have guests, they want to, you know, the kids want to show out. So, but what do you think? Don't be afraid to get on the YouTube. Check us out. I don't know if this is going to open or not, but oh, look, it opened. So let us know what you think on the YouTube channel. We can definitely use comments. We can use subscribers there. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can continue to do what we do. All right. It's a little more than what I want, I think. Let's see. Might be a little more harsh than what I want here. So let's see if we can change sounds. It's a melody one. Could probably that. The song we did on week 10. I think for this track, I'd get somebody to come in. Got 2 minutes left, so I'm not going to put anything down. Alright, so we were pretty much able to work everything in. I know we only got a real short time left. It was a little fun this morning to do that, so I'm happy about that. We're going to start editing this up. There's another show that's going to drop here pretty much as soon as this show finishes, so we got like 30 seconds left. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Check out the Diamondless playlist, Spotify and Tidal. Check out the new song, Do Too Much. Check out Savage Land. Check out everything on my on the YouTube, on the Instagrams. Once again, thanks a lot. Knock Rio Beats, Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro. Everyone have a wonderful Saturday, all right? Peace.
Nigga, this the type of shit that make God smile.
Type of shit that make God
in
smile.
this PG rap shit, I'm the lost files. I ain't get this shit about the mud just to rock down.
No, he didn't.
I'm hitting you. Part-time rappers a hard time.
It's your boy.
I really live my story for niggas that's in the projects and fuck them bitch niggas that hated me.
I'm gonna stop playing with y'all.
Through the process, nigga.
You do too much and then you gotta learn how to dance with me. Turn around and put your little ass in me.
DeLarry Carter, don't know. Look, she love me, but she acting like she hate me. Baby, don't play with me. Baby, don't told her get one thing straight with me. I'll never be cool with complacency. No, this ain't no tip agency. When I'm gone, you gon' have trouble replacing me. He might buy you things, but he won't fit a board or that vacancy. Baby, just wait and see.
Medium Small Records. The golden child, not real. Let's go. We got it all out, so how you DJ. This is big boy business. See, I can smoke for everybody. You can get yours when you want it.
Baby, I'ma start records. Not real. We got another one. Shout out to the real Runway Boys.
Fast life superstar.
Yes.
Always come through in fancy cars. You know it's gonna be on when you riding with the clique. When we come through, we gon' pop our shit. Fast life superstar.
Let me talk crazy to him one time.
Lifestyle, baby, I'm a star. You know it's going down when you move with the clique. When we come through, we gon' pop our shit.
If you stay ready, they say that you ain't gotta get ready. If you stay around cheese, you get a lot of fetty. Battery in your back, it energize you real quick. It's like we ever ready, energize the whole clique. And when we fall through, you know we gotta pop collars. You the pocket police, you tryna stop dollars. From my house, you know your boy, he got an ocean view. And you can get one too, I see you got them fake views. I'm the boogeyman with 2 heads and 6 hands. This stuff of nightmares, you realize you're